So guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always for MMA UK BJJ show. So talking about grappling, jiu-jitsu, wrestling and whatnot. So it's going to be this Grapplefest 14, should I say. It's going to be on Saturday, 3rd of December. Now, usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Now, anybody that's ever been at a Grapplefest event or even watched it on pay-per-view will all tell you it's an unbelievable event. Grapplefest, Chris Thompson and the Grapplefest team always put on unbelievable events. Definitely one of the top shows in Europe and very, very quickly rising to become one of the top shows in the world. So it's one that everybody wants to be on. I'd say whether you're a white belt right up to black belt, regardless of where you are in the world, everybody wants to be on Grapplefest. So the atmosphere is unbelievable. I absolutely love a Grapplefest night. As I say, the spectators are on top of the action, so they're right there. It's a very knowledgeable crowd as well. And yeah, people there just enjoying grappling, enjoying jiu-jitsu, enjoying everything that they see on that day. So now, ticket availability, make sure you head over to Grapplefest Facebook page. Tickets are available through there. And anybody that can't make the event on the evening, there is going to be pay-per-view as always. It's going to be on Fight TV. So again, make sure you either get a ticket or get that pay-per-view. So now my next guest is going to be on the show that night. So Wynne of RGA Barnet. So Lucy, we see Lucy obviously in competitions and obviously sub-onlys, obviously does a lot of writing as well. So we'll hear a little bit about her writing as well. But Lucy's unbelievable grappler, very flexible, as she's going to tell. So very, very flexible and very, very technical. So it's going to be great to see Lucy on the show on the 3rd of December. So Lucy, listen, absolute pleasure. It's been a while since we last spoke.
Thanks, Stu. Yeah, it has been a while. It's different this time. No, not about the writing, about me competing this time.
Yeah. As I know, the last time we spoke, we touched on obviously a subject. Obviously, it was talking about females in combat sports in general. So, and a lot's changed since the last time we spoke. I mean, I'd say we've seen shows like Enyo coming up. Enyo, which was very, very successful, a women's show. We're also seeing a lot of shows putting on a lot of female matches, Grapplefest in particular. It's not unusual to see 10, 12, 14 females on a Grapplefest show, which is absolutely awesome to see.
Amazing, yeah. I think the sort of, I can't think of the word, like the percentages have definitely increased in terms of women and men on the shows.
Yeah.
Still got long way to go, obviously, but Grapplefest is definitely leading the way for that in Europe, at least.
Yeah. We always see the female matches as well. I keep talking about Rosa Walsh. I mean, Rosa Walsh, I think she's been on, 4 times? She's had Fight of the Night twice. Fionn and Kendall had Fight of the Night as well. So the female matches always seem to be a lot better than the male matches. So they're more interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get it twisted when they think that, men don't want to watch women fight. But then when you actually give them a chance and watch women fight, it's really interesting. Like it's sort of like anything. You can have rubbish men matches, you can have great men matches. Same with women. Like I'm sure there's been a lot of rubbish, boring female matches out there, but then there's a lot of great ones as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, it's definitely changing. I'd say a lot of things are changing for females, certainly in combat sports in general. So, and it's brilliant to see. As I said, we absolutely love seeing the change. It should have happened, as you said, we spoke before we came on air, it should have been something that happened 20, 30 years ago. But obviously, it's better late than never. So it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yes, so they're definitely catching up. So what about you then? So obviously training-wise, obviously RGA Barnet now. How's everything going for you training-wise?
Yeah, it's great. It's great there. Felipe, the head coach there, he recently got gold in both the super heavy and the open weight at both Rome and Euros. He's a great athlete as well as a great coach. So it's nice. It's nice to be training with someone that obviously knows at the competition sort of cheat codes, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like things that are going to help you win, I suppose. But yeah, no, the team's great. Everyone's really solid. Everyone's tough to roll with, which is what you want.
Yeah. One thing you do as well.
In.
Yeah, I was going to say one thing you do is you travel about and train at different places as well, which obviously is brilliant to see.
Yeah, no, I'm training Saturdays now to plan it, obviously, coming up to the fight. I'm trying to train as much as possible. And probably get another session at London Grapple as well before. But yeah, no, I like dotting around. It's nice. It's nice to meet new people as well. And obviously learn new skills from different coaches that have different styles. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously everyone specialises. Each coach specialises in certain areas, I feel. So it's nice when you travel around, you can get to train with a specialist really and see what their style is and what tricks they've got up their sleeve that they can teach you.
Yeah. I say a lot of London Grapple. I mean, London Grapple are doing some amazing stuff at the moment. So obviously, again, we see them regularly. London Grapple representing on Grapplefest as well. So it'll be good to pick their brains and get a lot of experience from them from the Grapplefest scene.
Yeah, definitely. Some great fighters at London Grapple as well.
Yeah.
It's nice because there's quite a lot of good. So you go to the open mats, you get a few rounds in with a couple of different females, which is a lot different to just training at your standard gym, maybe having one or two more if you're lucky into the class.
Yeah. What about you then? So obviously Grapplefest. So how did you? Let me ask. What were you doing at the time when you found out you got the message to say you were going to be on Grapplefest?
So basically, do you know Rosie Clark?
Yeah.
I was with Rosie basically, and we'd gone training. We'd come to London for the day. We went to Grapple Collective and London Grapple, and I was just on the tube, and Chris messaged me like, "What are you weighing?" And I thought, nah, surely he's not going to ask me for your Grapplefest. And I was like, oh, about 52 to 54. How come? And he was like, oh, I've got someone, but I think it might be like a bit too big for you. And I was like, why? What do you want? About 63. I was like, listen, if she'll take it, I'll take it. And he was like, give me 2 seconds. And obviously sent her a quick message to be like, would you be okay with this? And she's game. So I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, like we'll book you in. I was like, cool.
Nice.
So it was literally just a chance. I got lucky.
That's good though. I mean, that's why
I'm excited.
But that's why I asked that question. Is like, what were you doing?
Why not?
When you got the text message? So, and that's it because everybody that I speak to said as soon as their phone bleeped and they see Chris Thompson, they're like, and you know it's coming. You know it's a Grapplefest call. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're absolutely buzzing. And I've had some people where one guy was at a wedding and he was absolutely steaming. And he got the call and he thought it was a joke and just forgot about it. And then the next day he woke up hungover and he's like, I'm sure I got a message from Chris Thompson. And he looked and it was like, boom, you've got a match. So, so it's always a great message.
Being like, yeah, I said to him, I was like, I've just been asked to be a ref. He was like, no. I was like, yeah. So yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice. It was a surprise, a welcome surprise, though.
Yeah, your style as well. I mean, your style of jiu-jitsu, of grappling, it's going to suit Grapplefest as well. As I say, we talked about your flexibility. I mean, your flexibility is well known. Obviously, anybody who's got you on Instagram sees you doing the videos and do you know what I mean, all your kind of stretching exercises and stuff like that. So your flexibility is absolutely crazy. So your style is going to suit Grapplefest very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, with Enyo, that was my first chance at sub only. And I was really excited because I knew that style would suit me better. Because with me, like, obviously position leads to submission, but I do just like to go for the kill. Do you know what I mean? I actually like to submit. So I think with a sub only, to a certain extent, you've got nothing to lose if you're just constantly going for the submission. But with Enyo, my opponent was really, really good in the leg game. So I managed to escape, obviously came to the decision, and she won the decision. So this time, I'm just keep my legs back in that situation more than anything. But even so, like I am comfortable there. Like I'm comfortable to escape. It's just I don't like being stuck there because to me, I feel like it's a different kind of game. Like I want to be able to show and explore my game. Like I like obviously just being in weird positions and escaping and stuff like that. And I feel like when you're stuck in the leg position, it's just a bit can be a bit frustrating at times because you can't really show your style. So fingers crossed we have like a proper scrap and it's just limbs everywhere.
So that's what we're looking forward to. As I said, it's always brilliant watching you. As I said, I've seen you compete a few times. Obviously you put videos up or your fights and so on, and they're always brilliant to watch. As I said, very very entertaining. As I said, you are you. Do you know what I mean? You're never really in a boring fight because, as you said, you'll always look to go for the kill, and you'll put yourself in bad positions for you to then make a move yourself. So you're not afraid to do that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I like that. I like that kind of game. And oh, you thought.
So, what's next then? So obviously 2022 has been a good year for you so far. So obviously it's coming to a head.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? What would we like to see Lucy Wynne doing in 2023 onwards?
2023, I'd like to do more comps because it's still a pain trying to find people to compete in my weight category at my belt level. Because I look at comps, I'm like, okay, like I've got some money, let's sign up for some, and then it'll be like no one in my category, no one in the one above, no one in the one above that, and it's just like, oh. So ideally 2023, I do want to compete a lot more, but it doesn't even depend on me. It depends on the tournaments if they can get people to have me a match up, which is why these pro shows are great because obviously you guaranteed a match and it's like a little super fight, isn't it? So I like that. But yeah, hopefully we can get some more pro shows in 2023. That'd be good. I'd enjoy that. Just get competing a bit more, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you fancy now? Well, I was going to say that. What do you fancy now? Do you obviously you're still going to be doing like the competition mode, or are you going to want to do maybe more submission only?
Probably more submission only, yeah, definitely. I like that style, and to me, that's more like what jiu-jitsu is. Like, I feel like competition jiu-jitsu is completely different. It's sort of like, okay, I need to put you in these positions and keep you there, and then eventually that may or may not lead to a submission, but I'll win anyway. Like that to me is a different sport. Like, I think submission only is more jiu-jitsu because that's what you want to do. You want to go for the kill, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get that submission at any cost. Like you see it on some show, I can't remember what I watched the other day, but there was one and they've got all their submission attempts. They were completely dominating the match. And really they could have just kept them in guard or just kept them in a safe position. But they kept attacking. And in the last 5 seconds, they got heel hook. So I mean, that is, to me, what sub only is, like constantly going until you get the finish.
Yeah.
Not just getting it, not just like pinning the person. So yeah, fingers crossed some more sub only.
Yeah. What matchup are you looking forward to seeing on Grapplefest? Any matchup in particular?
There's loads, to be fair. Obviously, I'm looking forward to watching Rosa fight again. But yeah, no, all of them. I love watching the Grapplefest. I always watch the prelims and the main cards, like, because there's some great fights in the prelims. Obviously, I'm on the prelims this time. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I always watch the prelims and always watch the main cards. Looking forward to everyone. I will be staying after my fight to watch everyone and have a few beers, definitely. Yeah.
That's a good thing. I mean, because you're on early, you get to see the rest of the show, which is going to be brilliant. One matchup to look out for is a match I've been posting about it yesterday and so on, is Neil McGuinn and Arujo Kutabiara. So Arujo trains with me. So he started training with us when he was about 16, and he's a killer. And Neil as well, man. Neil's fucking an unbelievable grappler as well. So that's going to be potentially one of the fights of the night. So that's one for you definitely to look out for.
Yeah, it's always interesting with like really good matchups because it could go one or two ways. It could go like super entertaining or super boring, I feel. But you get someone who's like really well matched, neither of them wants to lose, do they? So sometimes it can just be a matter of like, oh, we're both just going to stand here until the 10 minutes. Or sometimes it's just like, it's just a risk the matchmaker's got to take, I suppose, as well, isn't it?
Well, these two kids are known for like their acrobatics, their flying arm bars, flying triangles, and do you know what I mean? The pace that the two of them put on. I mean, I roll with Arujo. I don't even know if you call it a roll because he just kicks my ass in the gym. Do you know what I mean? So, like I always say, Arujo, let's go, let's roll. And he look, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, fuck, let's go, man. So,
beat me up.
Yeah. And he does it every single time. And Neil's exactly the same in his gym. Do you know what I mean? He's the same, where he'll roll with people and be beating people up in the gym as well as in competition and so on. So hopefully that one there, that's one to definitely look out for. Keep your eyes peeled. But you're going to see that anyway. You're going to see that anyway.
Yeah, I'll watch them all.
Are you going to be doing some writing at the show, or are you just going to be focused straight on the show? Or...
I'm not sure. I might get some interviews in, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Because obviously I'll be commuting up to Liverpool, so why not take advantage of that? But at the same time, obviously going to be focused on me at the start. And then if I have too many beers, the interviews may go out the window. So I shall see. But yeah, there's definitely a few people I do want to have a chat with whilst I'm there. Even if it's just like a quick short interview, just ask them a few questions that I want to ask. I might just do that. But I'll see. Yeah. I usually write about Grapplefest. But like I said, this time it's the other way. I'm on it this time rather than writing about it.
Are you going to write about yourself, your matchup, your experience of being a competitor at Grapplefest?
I don't know, I've not actually thought that's quite a good idea. I might do like a little write-up, see how it is.
Especially for people, maybe like someone who, again, like yourself, first time on Grapplefest, what was your experience, like maybe nerves and all that kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? So it'd be a great write-up. Yeah, great insight.
Yeah. That sounds interesting, actually. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. May do that.
How do people find you in regards to obviously being able to contact you if they've got stories or they want to talk about jiu-jitsu or that?
Yeah, so I say the best way to contact me is either on my Facebook, which is obviously the same name as on here, or Instagram, which is Journo Wynne, like spelled like journalist, and then my surname. Yeah. They're probably the best places, or my email, which is my full name, and then 89@gmail.com. But yeah, probably Facebook or Messenger, because I'm on that more frequently, and emails can get spam sometimes, can't they? Yes. But yeah, if anyone's got any stories or anything they want to talk about, or any ideas that they think need talking about, then send me a message. I'm happy to hear you out.
Definitely. Final thing, anybody you want to shout out to, Lucy? Any friends, family members, teammates, anything like that?
Yeah, so I want to shout out to my lovely nan and dad, obviously. They always listen to me ramble on about jiu-jitsu, even though they have no idea what I am on about. And Elaine from my old gym, she's been a great friend to me, and Jess as well. I'm a great training partner for Enyo as well. And yeah, my new coach Felipe, and everyone that I train with, and all my friends for supporting me, again, even though they have no idea what I do. Thank you to everyone.
Have you not managed to get your dad on the mat yet?
No, I'm sure he would love to. There was a time we were in Manchester on a day out, just having some drinks and food, and that come to visit me when I was living there. Yeah. And they're in the back of a taxi, and he'd had a few drinks. He's going, "Come on, then, come wrestle me." And the dad's a 6'4", like. Yeah. How much does he weigh? Like 18 stone. 18 stone, 6'4". He's there trying to wrist lock me in the back of a taxi. I was like, "Dad, get away." I was like, "If you want to do this, let's go on the mat then." And he was like, "I beat you." And I was like, "You wouldn't even make it on the mat. You're that big now. You'd have a big heart attack."
Oh, I love it. I love seeing the pictures of you and your dad out and about, and obviously whether you're going out for meals or going out for drinks, enjoying yourself and so on.
Because he's a Japanese jiu-jitsu black belt, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he knows a few little things.
Yeah. But this is Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Exactly.
This is Brazilian. Very, very different, as you know. Yeah. So I'm sure you'll, I don't know, armbar your dad or Kimura, triangle, something like that. So
I'll get him back one day. He was the one who got me into it. He recommended Brazilian jiu-jitsu to me. So he always watches them. He watches all like the old school UFC, Rick Gracie days. He loves all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, so, I love it. Hopefully one day Dad will be on the mat. That'll be good to see.
Hopefully I'll get my black belt and then I'll get him on the mat and just smash him.
Definitely. So guys, there we go then. We've got Lucy Wynne of RGA Barnet. Is going to be heading over to Grapplefest. So Grapplefest debut up against Mya Collins. So again, an amazing matchup between two amazing grapplers. So that'll be Saturday, 3rd of December. Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Now, ticket availability, again, as I keep saying, head over to the Grapplefest Facebook page. And if you can't make the event on the evening, Fight TV has the pay-per-view. So now there's a couple of different options. You can either go for the standalone pay-per-view price, which is $14.99, obviously in pounds, the pound's fucking absolutely ridiculous at the moment. So it'll cost you nearly 15 quid for that pay-per-view. The most cost-efficient way of doing it is to go for the monthly option, the $4.99. And I mean, yeah, keep it running. You'll get all the other Grapplefest events, Grapple Kings, as well as a few other grappling events, or you can cancel off after that 1 month, whatever you prefer. So it's going to be an amazing night. As always, the team at Grapplefest have put on another amazing show. So we're absolutely buzzing for it. So we're buzzing to see Lucy stepping on the Grapplefest mats and kicking some ass.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
But Lucy, always a pleasure chatting to you. Listen, I'm hoping to get down for the event. So yeah, if I get down, I'd say I'll definitely come over, say hello, grab a chat, and buy you a drink as well. Yes. All right, Lucy. Well, listen, thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your training then. All right.
It's been a pleasure. You too. Thank you.
Take care.